Hello, my name is Riley Lair, and today I'll be giving a brief history of anesthesiology. So, surgery for some people can be a scary endeavor that can heighten the anxiety of those just hearing about it, let alone realizing that they have to go through it themselves. Now, I want you to imagine a world in which someone needs to go through surgery while still being awake. I could hardly imagine it, and I know nobody else would want to go through surgery if they had to. So anesthesia has come a long way from what it was and has been helping people relieve their pain for a long time. Hopefully informing you will give you a better appreciation for the modern world we live in today. While this topic is naturally difficult to encompass, the entirety of it, I believe I've done my best in summarizing its history through my research. By the end of this essay, I will have informed you on a brief and concise history of anesthesiology. I'll be informing you on the earliest history of anesthesiology, its modern beginnings as a science, and the advancements made since then. According to the European Society of Anesthesiologists, .org, in their article titled A Short History of Anesthesiology Before 1846, some of the earliest recordings of people using anesthesia come from ancient Sumerian artifacts dated around 4000 BC, showing images of opium poppy and text describing its use for treating pain. This practice of using psychedelics, opium in particular, to ease pain was also frequently used in China around 1100 to 207 AD. The inhalation of anesthetics started in Persia around the year 980 to 1037 and was recorded by Ibn Sina in the book The Canon of Medicine. Later, when opium made its way to Europe, its anesthetic qualities were explored by the Swiss physician Paracelsus around 1490 to 1541. By the 17th and 18th century, the main anesthetic used in Europe and North America was alcohol, and people didn't really use other anesthetics like opium or psychedelics anymore. It was mostly relegated to just alcohol. While all the previous anesthetics mentioned only served to dull the pain, a huge innovation would be made in 1846 that would be the modern beginnings of anesthesia. William T.G. Morton's contributions to anesthetic were incredibly significant. According to the online article by PBS.org titled The Painful Story Behind Modern Anesthesia, published on October 16, 2013, the use of ether administered during a surgery to completely eliminate the patient's pain using a simple machine for anesthetic transfer was a success that gained attention in America and Europe. The article published by UMHS.org on November 11, 2015, entitled Medical Milestone Discovery of Anesthesia and Timeline, tells us that after the first successful use of pain elimination by T.G. Morton, after first successful use, it would become much more common later on, and from 1863 to 1901, innovations such as nitrous oxide, or laughing gas, the first medical journal specifically for anesthesiologists, and the first Society of Anesthesiologists founded in London, as well as intravenous injections and anesthetic called beer block after the creator. As technology developed, the foundations created by these scientists and early anesthesiologists were built on, and that brings us to our current times. Advancements made in recent years. After advancements in technology and pharmacology, anesthesiologists have learned how to safely and reliably deliver different kinds of anesthetic. According to the article Navigating Technological Advancements in Anesthesiology, A Student's Perspective by Nagesh Durov, and published by the American Society of Anesthesiologists. Some of the things impacting anesthesia now is the growing use of AI monitoring systems, monitoring systems to predict patient outcomes, new robotic automated drug delivery machines, and other technologies focused on increasing the ease of use and care. After this speech, you should have a good foundation in your knowledge of anesthetic after learning about the early history, modern beginnings, and advancements made in anesthesia within recent years. I hope you learned something that gives you an appreciation for modern anesthesia. Thank you so much for listening to my speech. And before it ends, almost forgot it. This is the ether dome developed by T.G. Morgan. So ether is basically diethyl, which means it's just a different form of alcohol. And that's the first delivery system. And now this is what it looks like, or a more modern version of it. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.